Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Clarendon mother mourns as a fourth shot, one fatally in his. Shirley Morgan Bowen was attending a church crusade in his Clarendon on Sunday night when gunshots rang out a short distance away. But Morgan Bowen said that she was so caught up in the intense worship session that she did not hear the gunfire that sent the persons at the scene scampering for cover. Neither did she realize that her son had been murdered and the 3 other people injured just meters away. Deputy Superintendent of Police Owen Brown of the Maypen Police Station in Clarendon told the news that 31-year-old Daniel Bowen was shot by men firing handguns and that the other victims were hospitalized, 2 with minor flesh wounds and 1 in serious condition. About 8:30 p.m., the victims were reportedly among a group of people relaxing in a yard, a popular hangout spot for the men in the community, when 3 gunmen alighted from a vehicle and started chasing and firing at them, Brown said, adding that police were still collecting statements. In an eerie twist, it was Morgan Bowen who directed the first police patrol towards the scene, only to find out minutes later that her son, a beloved security guard from the area, was the main subject of their visit. She told the news yesterday afternoon that Bowen's murder has triggered a whirlwind of despair for her. She recalled hearing that he had died following surgeries at the Maypen Hospital. All of the shots went up to the upper body, pure chest shots. Nothing was wrong with down at his belly, and it looked as if one of the shots broke one of his hands, said the despondent mother. Bowen was the 4th of her 7 children and notably the most humble and respectful of the lot, she said. He was everything to me. He was a son, a brother and a friend. He was patient, humble, and he was not a child who back answered or fought his mother. If I even said something and him vexed, he wouldn't respond. Him gone, she said, adding that he was a dependable breadwinner who remained focused even after his father, also a security guard, was killed on the job 20 years ago. Last week he got paid and he gave me $8,000 and said, "Mommy, don't worry, Mommy, cause I am going to make you alright, cause I don't want you to be in need of anything." That was the last conversation me and him had, said the elderly woman. Residents said Bowen, who they recalled being hardworking, fell while trying to flee his attackers, who then stood over him and shot him several times. Nonetheless, they do not believe he was the intended target. DSP Brown told the news that Bowen was never on the police's radar for any crimes committed in Clarendon. Already, 2 persons of interest have been picked up and were undergoing processing in relation to the murder and the shooting up to late yesterday evening. I can't say that any conflict is going on in the area right now. We just understand that the men were on their phones scrolling when the car drove up and the men started firing, offered Brown. At the moment, we can't say that there are any gang wars going on because we never had that intel either before or after the incident in that area. The argument in the street is that he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. But we are still on the scene and we are still carrying out investigations to see where this is coming from, Brown added. Scores lose jobs in redundancy exercise at Jamalco. More than 50 workers at the bauxite alumina producer Jamalco were sent home last week as part of a redundancy exercise. The news has been informed that 56 employees, including hourly and monthly paid workers, as well as personnel at the managerial level, lost their jobs on December 30 and 31. Christopher Buckmaster, Director of Human Resources, Security and Corporate Services, said the company completed the exercise as part of its reorganization efforts to improve efficiency and ensure long-term sustainability. The decision to undertake this redundancy exercise was made after careful consideration and a thorough review of our operations with the goal of better positioning Jamalco for future success, he said on Monday in an emailed response to questions posed by the news. He confirmed that the exercise has resulted in the elimination of various positions across all levels of the organization. According to Buckmaster, the company carefully evaluated the situation and shared this difficult news with care for our affected employees and in compliance with the applicable collective labor agreement and the Jamaican regulations. He said while this decision was difficult, it was necessary to ensure the future success of the company and its ability to continue delivering value to its customers. Jamalco is jointly owned by Century Aluminum, the managing partner with a 55% interest, and the Jamaican government, which has a 45%. Century acquired the majority shares in Jamalco in April 2023, replacing Noble Group of Hong Kong as a joint venture partner with the government of Jamaica. A global producer of bauxite, alumina, and the primary aluminum, Century Aluminum Company operates 3 aluminum smelters in the United States at Hawksville, Kentucky, Roberts, Kentucky, and Mount Holly, South Carolina, 1 smelter in Grundartangi, Iceland, and the Jamalco refinery in Halls Hall, Clarendon, which produces smelter-grade alumina for global markets. In announcing its third quarter 2024 results last year, Century President and the CEO, Jesse Gary, said a strong global demand, continued supply-side challenges, and the supportive macroeconomic policy in China and the West led to rising aluminum and alumina prices in the third quarter. However, he noted, with the bauxite and alumina supply chains facing a number of challenges around the world, we are thrilled to have our own strategic supply of bauxite and alumina from our Jamalco operations following the acquisition. Last year, Hurricane Beryl caused the damage to Jamalco's Rocky Point port, which led to the company diverting its alumina exports to an alternative port to ensure continuous alumina shipments to its global customers. Indicom probing police fatal shooting of man in Lawrence Tavern. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing the fatal shooting of a man by the police in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, on Friday. Andrew Richards, who was a shopkeeper and a laborer, was fatally shot during a police operation in the area and an illegal firearm reportedly seized. The team had actually gone into the location to carry out all the necessary forensic and other investigative steps and the canvas footage. We're in the process of interviewing civilians and law enforcement officers over the next few days, Indicom Commissioner Hugh Faulkner told the news. On Monday morning, placard-bearing residents staged a protest over the killing, claiming that the 39-year-old was wrongfully shot by the police. Wanted criminal captured in St. Mary. A wanted man on the run from the police since 2021 was captured in St. Mary by cops during an operation along Main Street, Notta Bay on Monday. He is J. Miles, a laborer of Long Road District in the parish. According to the police, Miles has been on the run for several years and was wanted for illegal possession of a firearm and assault at the common law. In 2018, Miles was accused of threatening a 16-year-old girl with a firearm in Enfield, St. Mary, commented Anthony Wallace, acting superintendent of police for the St. Mary Division. Following investigations, he was charged and later tried in the St. Mary Circuit Court. Despite being found guilty and sentenced in absentia to 9 years imprisonment in 2021, Miles failed to appear in court and remained at large, Wallace pointed out. According to Wallace, on Monday morning, lawmen spotted and apprehended the criminal during a snap raid. He said that Miles is now in custody and will be transferred to the appropriate authorities to serve his sentence. The police remain committed to ensuring the safety of all citizens and that they are thanking the public for their continued support in bringing fugitives to justice, Wallace concluded. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.